In life, we face many different obstacles and challenges. We have this false sense of happiness, be it be a million pair of shoes, the latest model car, the largest house on the block, or who we hobnob with. Happiness comes from within. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking all of those things, but we must put them in perspective. God has allowed me to be on this earth for 49 years and counting. One of the things I have learned was to be true to self. My life took a change and a new meaning from March the 6th, 2014 to present. As a child, I was full of energy, so my parents shared with me. As a teenager, a young adult, I struggled with low self-esteem, rejection, bitterness, and it spilled over into my adult life. While we all struggle with a lot of things, but afraid to talk about it, it can hinder us along the way. With all the potholes and roadblocks in my life, I made a couple of pit stops here and there, detours, and sometimes barricaded and isolated myself from people that generally loved and cared and wanted to help. So what I'm really trying to say is to know me is to love me. Cover Me Bold LLC was birthed through a season of recovering while everyone was wondering why this lady wear all those colors in every season. I was creating my own lane of fashion because to me, fashion is an expression and a talent. So sit back as I unfold bits and pieces of my personal and public journey, including style, challenge, and color.
Hello everyone, I'm life coach and mentor Dr. Bernadine. It's a beautiful day to give thanks and celebrate life. Today, I'd like to talk about relationships. We're all surrounded and impacted by relationships from those that are close to us, particularly family members that we live in the house with. Family living should be safe, it should be loving, and it should be secure. Unfortunately, it's not always true. There are many problematic areas in the home and in the family. Particularly, domestic violence is one of the things that I'd like to target today. Whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's psychological, it still has scarred the beauty and impacted the lives of the American family. Stats shows that there's 1 out of 4 women and 1 out of 9 men. Whether it's been a partner violence or spousal violence, they have been impacted by domestic violence. The alarming stats continue to grow day by day, second by second. And this is not to mention the abuse of children, where family members are abusing children. In fact, researchers have estimated that between 3 to 3.5 million children are exposed to domestic violence per year. Child abuse and spousal abuse is very easy, or it's more comfortable to talk about. But I want to pose a question today and talk a little bit about an issue with children abusing their parent. It's taboo. And researchers have said that because the parent perhaps have blamed themselves and perhaps kept it a secret, that they no longer really talk about openly when children abuse their parents. Today, I'm honored to have a life mother here, Cynthia Keith, also the founder of Cover Me Bold, who has experienced domestic violence and has decided to break her silence and come forth as it relates in regards to parent abusing children, or children rather, abusing their parent. Cynthia, if you would, you look so beautiful. Would you mind sharing your story with us today?
Of course I would. Welcome. Thank you for having me on the show today. I'm here to tell my story about domestic violence with my son. It's been about 5 years ago, March the 6th, 2014, I encountered a physical action with my son. It was very unexpected, but it happened, and I've been silent for a very long time. So today I decided to break the silence, like you stated earlier, to inform people that domestic violence with children is very real. So it can come in many factors. There can be signs, but unfortunately I didn't pay attention to the signs that led to being abused by my son.
Wow. Well, I'm just so glad that you're here to talk about your story, and more than that, that you escaped or that you survived it. While many domestic violence experiences ends in fatalities, you're here today in living color to talk about yours. Did you see any of the signs coming? Did you ignore them?
Yes, there were signs. I just ignored the signs that were there, and particularly the signs that were shown had to deal with, to me, as mental illness, which that was silent. There were times when my son would be fidgety and wouldn't talk. I think he was a introvert, where he didn't talk about a lot of things and he kept them hidden. So that was one of the signs that I noticed with him, and trying to get him help, he didn't want that help.
Okay.
So that
would have been my next question. Did you pursue help? Because there's so many contributing factors that causes one to just go berserk. I mean, you didn't hear that in the day yesteryear of a child coming against his parent.
Yes.
And you being a single mom, I understand it's not easy to raise children or a child. But God knows it's not easy for your own child to come against you in an abrasive way.
Yes, it was very devastating. That situation was very devastating, but I'm truly grateful that I was raised in a home where religion and Christianity, prayer, most importantly, that's what saved my life. Speaking the blood of Jesus over my life, and that was...
You're surviving, yeah.
Yes.
And I see today it's beautiful because you're wearing your surviving shirt, your survival shirt. That's powerful.
I am a survivor.
You are a survivor. Wow, that's so great. And what you have not allowed domestic violence to do is to make you enslaved or bitter. It appears that you've certainly become better. And it appears that you've been empowered, because what happens is that in life challenges, either you'll become bitter or better, or you'll take it as a stepping stone and build to the next level of living. And it appears that you are free to live, and we're just grateful for that today, that you have decided to come forth. And so I'd like to talk a little bit now and switch it, and I know in days to come that your story will continue, because you have now been given a voice and a platform to share your story. This is a very, very needed subject to talk about and to help others, because certainly you're not the only one, but today we celebrate your surviving that ordeal. Let's go further. I'd like to talk about something that's very exciting that's coming up. You've not only kicked domestic violence in the rear end, yay, but you have used it as an empowering tool to move forward. And from that, you have started your own business. Yay! You've launched your line entitled Cover Me Bold. And if you could tell us a little bit about what Cover Me Bold is all about, what it means to you, and how it represents your passion for living.
I think it started early on as a little kid. I look at some of my pictures where I've always loved to dress up. So this didn't just start as an adult. It started in my younger years. So Cover Me Bold derived from both natural and spiritual. it's about color, and it's about covering from head to toe. So I will be launching my sock line August the 18th, and I'm very excited to be launching that collection, along with many other things that will be produced from the sock line. But the first thing is my socks, which are very colorful, which displays me as a person. So I just decided to step out of the box and just wear an array of colors with fashion, boldness, and all of that. So it's all wrapped up into fashion styling, which that's my baby. Fashion is my passion.
Absolutely. And I hear that you have a name, social media, and everyone knows you for Cynthia Shoeaholic.
Yes.
So
I love shoes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you are certainly an array of color. Your spirit is bright. Question, will your line, your collection, Cover Me Bold, will it be exclusively just for women, or will you have it men, children, will they the socks for them? Because I'm sure they're going to be so beautiful that they're going to want a piece of the pie.
Well, right now it's just starting out with unisex, male and female. Good. I do look into having them for children because yes, we do have fashionable kids. This generation now, it's all about fashion. So yes.
And, I just want to say that I'm so proud of what you're doing. Because you've used this again as a platform, and you're taking the color and the hues of fabric and you're intertwining it into a statement that says, you know what, I am stronger than what tried to make me weak. So I like this boldness and this attitude, this passion for living. It's absolutely beautiful, and you wear it well, might I add. Will you take Cover Me Bold into, should I say, will you allow domestic abuse and violence to be blessed by Cover Me Bold? Will you give back? What will you do in as much as Cover Me Bold will be blessed by so many, and people will certainly sow into that and purchase your product and your line? Will you give back to domestic violence through that, or through that business?
Yes, I have partnered with 3 different Chicagoland shelters, where some of the proceeds that's coming from my sock line will be donated to those shelters, where it can help other, families. Giving back, it's not so much about, having your name in light and all of that. It's also about giving back, and that's a big thing to my heart, and that's giving back to support others. We don't know what people go through, but sometimes people just like to know that someone out there cares, and it's not all about themselves. So yeah, I'm very excited to be working with these shelters, giving back to the community, and eventually open up my own center that will house men and women, and just the total body, the total woman and man. It's from teaching them how to dress, write a resume, go on a job interview. It's just fashion. It has so many different avenues.
Yeah, different components.
So I'm excited to be working with the different shelters, and getting Cover Me Bold out there for bigger and greater things.
Well, this is so exciting. In fact, you've just answered my next question. Where do you see Cover Me Bold going in the future? And it looks like you've really mapped this out. And there is a scripture that says, if we don't plan, then will we plan to fail? So a man without a vision is like a city without walls. And so I'm so excited, and we're all sitting in anticipation to see exactly what this is going to do. I can foresee so many people sewing and seeing it in different local department stores. So you're moving forward. I think that your projection is good. What you've been through has absolutely been an awesome thing. But guess what? You've survived it, and you are moving forward. Question, where is Cynthia Shoeaholic now? Are you free? Have you forgiven? Are you moving forward in such a way that you don't have restraints anymore? That what did not kill you has only made you stronger?
Yes, I am totally free. I have forgiven my son. I know a lot of people, even family members, were, like, that's still your son. Yes, that's still my son. I love him dearly, and it's nothing that I wouldn't do for him. So I have forgiven him because Christ has forgiven us
Absolutely.
all.
Absolutely.
So who am I not to forgive him?
Yeah.
So yes, I have forgiven him, and I'm free to live my best life.
Absolutely. Living your best life. I
Living
like
my best life.
living your best life. I'm hoping that even in the future that God would bless and take your son to a level of total restoration and healing. And I like the fact that as women, many times we don't know how to move forward. But it appears, and I know with the help of God, that He has really restored you. You're sitting here today and you're an example, a voice for women that can survive and move forward and also forgive. Forgiveness is such a powerful tool that we need. And so now your business will operate and move forward because it is seeded in the right soil. Well, I'm so excited because try to live my life with passion as you. And I'm so thankful that you've decided to launch this new Cover Me Bold collection. If you could tell us a little bit about that, it's going to impact the strength of so many people. That day, we're going to sit there as you walk your own runway, as you give a voice and a credence to the fact that you are a unique woman of color, a powerful, empowered person that can get through anything. You will inspire so many other women to move forward, jump out of the boat, move out of mediocrity, and dream, not only dream their dream, but do it and walk the runway of their own purpose. You've kicked domestic violence in the butt, and now you're ready to move forward. So that day, we're going to sit back and we're all going to be in a breathtaking moment saying, there she is. Talk to us a little bit about your launching August the 18th, what you expect, the date, the time, where it's going to be.
Yes, it will be, once again, a Sunday, August the 18th at 1257 North Milwaukee, second floor. It will start promptly at 4 p.m. Early arrival is suggested. The event sold out in a day and a half, so I'm excited about this event and just the people that will be there. It's more than, like I say, just fashion. I love people. I'm a people person, so it's going to be exciting. I have a lot of things planned for the attendees, and I'm just looking forward to maximizing that moment.
This is so powerful. I hate to end this interview because I'm so enjoying you and what you represent. Cover Me Bold. I want everyone to look out. You know, you may see it and on billboards. Who knows? God is in this business, and with God at the centerfold of your life and the business, you will go far. We bid you Godspeed, and I look forward to having you back on the show to talk a little bit more in details about what happened. We only have so much time today, but today Cover Me Bold has represented this interview very well. I thank you. We love you. We love what you represent today. Your beautiful shoes, sandals, your tuxedo pants, your survival shirt, and beautiful your touch of red. And your makeup is just flawless, my darling. So Cynthia Shoeholic and Cover Me Bold, we love you so much, and we'll see you August the 18th as she launches her new line collection. God bless now.